Guys, welcome back to the channel. Here you have the two quintessential one and done wristwatches. Rolex Submariner date 2023 and a Omega Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich 2022. Open case back, non-open case back. If you're only to have one watch, you could just have this Speedy and be done, or you could just have this sub date and be done. People have done reviews on these for a long time and everybody knows how good these watches are, and like I said, they're both amazing. However, there is a new king in town, and that king is an Omega. Another Omega. Yeah, I'm in love. This is the new Omega World Timer Titanium. It's grade 2 titanium, and it's got the caliber 8938 movement. Absolutely stunning watch. It's now my go-to daily. Some of the specs on this watch are incredible. So it's the caliber 8938 movement. It's META certified. It's magnetic resistant to 15,000 Gauss. It's a GMT world timer. It's got a 60-hour power reserve, which is 2.5 days. So you put this watch down, if you can, you put this watch down on a Friday night, and then you pick it back up on a Monday morning and it's still working perfectly. It's got a domed crystal sapphire glass with anti-reflection treatment on both sides. The Speedmaster only has it on the outside, and I don't remember what the Rolex has. I would assume it only has it on the outside. What I like about this watch is that it's 15 bar water resistant, where this is 30 bar and this is only 5 bar. You get pretty much all you need, which is 150 meters or 500 feet, which is more than anybody would need. So theoretically you could take this swimming, whatever you wanted to do with this watch, because it's got the screw down crown. It's also, as I just showed you, it's got the open case back. Now it's grade 2 titanium. A lot of people are saying, well, you know, for the kind of money this is, it should be grade 5. It doesn't need to be. It's perfectly adequate being grade 2. The dial is grade 5 titanium. It's laser etched. Now, another issue that people have is they're on about the case being a 43mm. Well, my wrist is 6 3/4, and you can quite clearly see that it doesn't look big on my wrist. If I put on the Speedmaster, you can see that that's quite similar. Push the clasp down quick enough. You see it's quite similar. It's no bigger really. I believe when you read the spec, it's Speedmaster's a 41. This is a 43. The lug to lug is 50, and it weighs a whopping 94 grams, which is the equivalent to a banana before you peel it. Incidentally, the thickness of this watch is only 14.1 millimeter, where the Snoopy is actually 14.5 and my Bond is 14.3. So this watch is nowhere as big as you would think from reading the spec. What I like mostly about the watch is just the size of the dial, the legibility of the dial. I also like the fact that there's no minute markers, so it doesn't dilute what you're looking at. I mean, you know what time it is by just looking at the watch. You don't need minute markers. And I'm just completely in love with this watch, and believe it or not, I have access to all of these watches, and this is the one I wear on a daily basis. So this is an owner's review. I've owned the watch for over a month. I really like the watch. I enjoy wearing the watch, and I would just ask anybody to go and try one on, and you might be like me and just instantly realize that this is the watch for you. That's titanium as well. I found out recently that the rubber strap, which obviously has got the stitching built into it, is antibacterial. So it's more hygienic. It doesn't say that on the spec sheets, but that's what I believe it is. But again, I mean, just this watch is glorious. I know it's a very dull video, but just remember, when I have access to these watches and I choose to wear this watch, that'll tell you how good this is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.